We saw it pretty commonplace in that previous game that we watched. A very common sight hit coming in once the guns came out, at least. This so far, as you've seen, making a light work of Soulcast. No instantaneous impact. Nice little slight off angle to play with, and it played perfectly into what he wanted. Echo's still leering forward. Bear in mind, they are just on the pistol, so a plant and a little bit of damage would be pretty good work, and they've at least thwarted one away from the site itself. We have to see if that spike does manage to make its way in towards position.
You know, pick up the orb. I'm sure they get an extra ultimate orb out of it at least. Ooh, Yassine gonna land the headshot onto Scream as well, onto Pipes. 3 members of Liquid now gonna get mowed down. Leo finds 2. Cryptics trades back with the Ghost for 30 HP. I think he's gonna be able to get much more done, and there you go, cleaned up finally. So little bit of damage done, but they're gonna retrieve that Bulldog for sure. Guild keep 4 weapons, and actually Yassine getting his Blade Storm online already. Round 3 here. Again, economy-wise, it's decent. It's a full buy round for Liquid, so expect him to possibly play that one on one of Guild's ecos. Or maybe not, actually. He's got the Ghost here. Maybe he's going to play it out as a weapon here and almost bonus this one as well. Smart move. Again, you can see 2,500, 2,600 across the board, really. Use that one in place of a weapon.
Yeah, we did just hear that all being popped. But Soulcast, belter of a start, but a quick trade. Leo not letting that get too far away. Quick little wall goes up, ensures safety and no quick plays without at least attention being drawn there. Yassine can still patrol the map. Bonk up towards Scream. This is Guild looking pretty diligent here thus far. No opportunities being garnered by Liquid. You see Yassine on the prowl, still looking for more. No one presenting any chances now down towards middle.
A little bit of a swing back over towards A site here, and it's just safe holding on to this with the Bulldog, and Link finds the headshot. Threading the needle there. I'm going to retrieve this ult orb as well and potentially get the revive up if he can plant here, but you see he's got other ideas with the Blade Storm. Hold that thought. Cryptics actually shuts him down here, so Liquid going to be able to get the spike down on A. 2 members of Guild find themselves in a retake scenario.
Let's see what Guild can do with this. Liquid gonna dig their heels in here. Spike ticking away. Actually moving pretty far away from the site itself. They do at least have everything they need, kind of falling away to be able to try and get Scream back on the feet. Not a bad idea at all. Diffuse, though, will be coming through. That's going to be not making it to halfway. So yeah, there's a shutdown. No way to try and get any sneaky ninja work going. And Liquid do at least get themselves on the board. Now, we did see Guild play for a decent enough purchase there. It wasn't super light, but they did obviously have Yassine kind of opting to keep his Blade Storm being the main weapon of choice, so should be perfectly fine to buy back in, but Liquid now at least get their first strike on the board.
They do indeed, and again, you can look at the res either way. Economy-wise, absolutely fine with that. They kept 3 up, and obviously the 4th with the revive, so only need to purchase 1 weapon back into this one, and that's Eccles. So economy-wise, looking better than Guild this time around just because of that revive, I'd say. Let's see now, Guild try anything different here. As I say that, Yassine gonna swing, but catches a headshot. 140 damage done. He's down to 10 HP. Got to fall back and get himself a heal. Actually, Scream on the hunt to try and convert that kill, and he will indeed. He finds the headshot. There's 1 man left on A side for Guild now. The rotation's coming through. But Liquid not forcing through. As I say that, lockdown gets invested.
Yeah, that's going to keep them at least further afield than they'd want to be. You can already see Bonga trying to find the information, but fully aware of what's going on now. Might need to pull those rotations in from that B site, as that spike is very close to site. 1 is going to be detained, so spike should be planted without any contest at the moment. There goes that later round utility to ensure that no easy retake comes in. Link will get him a second to kind of readjust, get a better post plant. Barrel now spotted. Leo's definitely seen that. Trying to work a pick off the back of this. Instantly Scream's in trouble now. You can see them trying to work it out, and they do. Leo's right there on the verge of making this one look a little bit more dangerous. Spots another. This is not bad work from Guild. This is a great little retake, but time will be of the essence. They still need to work this one. They still need to get going. Oh, is this going to be a nice little lineup? That should be going towards the spike itself. Is there any damage being taken? Yes, there is a good chunk of damage coming in. That spike is now a problem.
Last player standing.
Eccles finds another there. Yeah, tried to stick it through, but Soulcast lands the headshot. And again, you got to take into account there, even though the utility doesn't deal the kill. Obviously, makes them vulnerable, so you can spam into those smokes as much as you want. And with a Phantom, I'm pretty sure it's only 2 tags as well as the Vandal that will clean you up. So really good utility management there from Liquid, playing the post plant effectively.
I do like Vipers in post plants. It's just that sweatiness that is coming out, that keenness we're seeing now.
So I say it's nerdy, it's geeky, it gets people on tilt factor. I love it.
Oh, massively. I mean, everyone saw the potential early on, but soulcast again up for the challenge, this time joined by Scream. The kind of double punch these two, the 1-2 combo could be pretty deadly. Leo needs to fall away now. Try to be a little bit more postured up towards A, but has to fall off it after that initial pick being garnered. And keep in mind the kind of more aggressive posture, that line of sight is now completely controlled by Liquid.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Liquid were going to re-aggress towards A based off of that pick. And it did draw the rotation out as well. You can see A completely open now. The Guild. Leo over in mid, but looking like they're leaning towards B site. Yassine takes a swing through to Marshall. Does land a tag, but no kill. So looking like Spike is going to go down relatively uncontested here.
Yeah, no ability to stop this now, and especially with Viper still alive and kicking, you're going to have at least a decent post plant. 5 players for Liquid against the 4 of Guild. Guild did pull off almost a pretty dangerous retake. That was off the barrel being spotted on screen, but keep in mind the weapons for Guild are very weak this round into comparison to what they'd want. More goes up, so maybe a little bit more of a chance here, but Link says no. Big denial. Draken and Yassine going to fall foul to it as Leo now left in a dire situation, going to make good work towards Link, but the time's still ticking and there's still so many bodies in the way. No more to be found. Soulcast keeping relevant in these rounds, kind of starting a few off and now ending a couple more. Liquid right back in this game here.
I mean, just taking into account, Liquid's post plant so strong. Obviously, Killjoy with the Nano Swarm, and obviously the Viper utility as well. You're able to run that clock down so much. So much. So Guild, got to be careful here. Again, eco round so you can understand them giving up the plant. But that's usually you see a thing teams play towards, which is just don't let them get the spike down. We'll fight tooth and nail to not let that post plant situation become a factor.
Yep. Makes perfect sense. Soulcast again offering himself up for an early fight here. Gonna at least ward off the maybe slightly more aggressive posturing from Yassine, but it looks like he wants to double back around. It was Scream who popped the Blade Storm, and we saw how well that went last time. Good little control from Yassine in the end. Clean kill, 3 more. That's going to be a second. Couldn't quite make any more of it, but the damage is already being done. Guild finally putting a stop to the rot. Liquid not getting away with anything anymore. Link has to get a quick revive in, but the kill instantly put through. This is Liquid clawing this back.
Yeah, they brought it to a 3v3 here. The revive gets through. They tried to counter that with the Hunter's Fury, and actually Viper ultimate goes down on site. This makes it very difficult here for Guild. Again, 1 member, very low HP, no possibility of heal. Draken creeping up on the rafters, finds Link. First of all, flash goes through. That's going to blind Cryptic, but he doesn't spawn until the last second. He still finds the headshot now. 2v2.
Viper still sat in that ultimate, not allowing a second for them to work on 1 HP. Safe trying to do what he can. There goes the pick. Not bad. Okay. Timing's of the essence. Cryptics did well to find that kill just a second ago. And he knows there's trouble ahead. And he finds both of them. Incredible play by Cryptics. This is what you really see from Liquid. Not just the Scream Show. It's all of them. We've had Soulcast turning up. We've now had Cryptics turning up. This is perfect stuff.
That kill onto Draken, absolutely huge. The paranoia comes through and it takes Draken too long to clean that last corner. Cryptic's able to survive, lands the headshot. Huge round from him. Again, just the amount of stall they have to walk through Viper's ultimate, clear every corner. They've got to worry about the mollies. Cryptic's just popping those nano swarms just 5 seconds at a time, buying that time. Really, really good stuff.
Look at this performance from Cryptics. 11 kills this early on. Like, that's incredibly good going. Now, keep in mind, this is an eco round. It's a half buy-ish. You've got a couple of buckies out, bits and pieces, you know, nothing too wild to write home about, but maybe they can make something of it. We can see those sheriffs out to play. No easy, quick kills. A bit of a stack towards A. At least 3 players very present early on. The Omen being dedicated here, at least at the start. That's going to be Draken having a go. Link going to be kind of tasked with keeping check on these players, making sure no aggression comes out, and maybe feeling out a bit of a stack here, maybe not feeling that's the right place to go against a potentially lighter buy.
Yeah, again, once they don't get that kind of peak battle early on, Liquid going to assume people are playing, you know, those rat spots, the tight corners where the buckies come into effect, where they're most powerful. Now with that alarm bot, though, giving away the information towards Guild. Going to draw out a little bit of a rotation here. You've seen Blade Storm in hand. And actually, the defender lockdown going to get invested here to maybe just cut off some of it, but the paint shell comes through. That destroys it, so they're going to be able to get the farm down.
Here we go. This is where it gets dangerous. Scream knows what the plan was, knows the intentions. Joined by Link, no danger started to mount. As soon as that opposing jet got put to bed, it's kind of done for. 3 players trying to play this back in, and their weaponry is substantially weaker than they'd want.
Yeah, always difficult retaking with SMGs, but here, just look at it. Look at the cheese. The amount of stall. I'm going to try and stick this one through halfway. But again, vulnerable in there. One body shot clears him. Last member on the flank, Drake, and with the Bucky. Play for some exits maybe, but Liquid, smart to it. Not going to give him anything at all.
Oh. Well, money should be decent enough now for Guild, though. Be able to get that repurchase back on the full buy. We do see Safe opting for the op as well, so first time we get to really pay attention to that, see how it looks with that weapon now in his hand. On the other side, Liquid, as soon as, you know, off the back of the pistol, keep in mind on the first map, they did win both pistols. First time we've seen them not pick that up here, and they bounded back pretty quickly. So the bonus round obviously not converted for Guild, and then the run started, and it's looked very competent from Liquid. I've been loving how Cryptics looks on this map, yeah.
And again, not actually just completely relying on that post plant either. I mean, Liquid look fantastic for these entries right now. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, I jinxed him.
Why'd you go and say that?
Yeah, cast a curse.
Oh,
I'm allowed one, right? I'm allowed one.
Oh, no. Liquid fans in absolute shambles after that.
Molding.
I love the phrase molding. It really makes me happy. Makes me think of Asmongold, you know? Love a bit of World of Warcraft. We do have the ultimate invested, at least for now, from Killjoy. You've seen still working around. This might have a bit of work in front of... What? Link just gave him the backhand. Just straight up backhanded him out of there. That should have been a kill every day of the week.
When Liquid thinking twice about this. Onto A side.
You will not kill my ally.
Actually, no. Link picked up the orb. We went back, and we'll get Soulcast back on his feet. So it brings it to a 4v4. And the important thing being, Soulcast does have the showstopper online. Only ultimate on the side of Guild is the TP from this man, Draken, on your screen. Now he's going to get pushed through the smoke, though. Eccles finds the headshot. Soulcast will push all the way through behind screens, desperately looking to convert this showstopper. Doesn't find anything at all, though, but it gives them sight control.
That'll be enough. It's not ideal, but it's... at least a start. Not sure if he saw anything. Now he definitely has. And Bonker outdoes him again. Some of these peaks have been, you know, mostly the going the way you don't expect at this point. Leo's still very much kind of patrolling around. You still have Eccles there as well. The time still dwindling. Guild down to 2. Leo doing everything he can to keep this one in check. But Sage v Sage, it's going to be Link on top. And Cryptics now been the deadliest player for Liquid thus far. And it's going to be a Link to have a nice little close down in that post plant. Really well played to him, just kind of sneaking his way around doing damage. And we aren't seeing a big impact yet from Guild. This was pretty much that pistol. And then since then, it's been these post plants that have been very clearly Liquid's.
Yeah, no, really good recovery as well. That all comes on the back of that 1v1 between Link and Yassine. Link finds that kill. He can pick up the old orb. Then he can go and catch that res. Soulcast back on his feet. And again, even though he didn't find anything with the showstopper, it gives them all of that control, all of that ground covered, forcing Guild into the spawn. Safe now, trying to find another cheeky pistol kill onto B lane, but nothing of it this time. Liquid slow in approach, even though they heard the classic, they don't force their way through just yet. Eccles trying to find something in mid. You can see on the X-ray, Yassine and Draken now. Draken in the tube, Yassine actually looking like he's going to swing, but it's nothing but a headshot he finds on the other end.
I'm just trying to take a step
Liquid look
back.
good, man.
Yeah, like I'm trying to take a
Liquid
step
look good.
back and look at the overall picture of how Liquid are looking here. Now, at the start I was a bit worried, but that was just kind of how it goes. You know, pistol rounds can't read too much into them on their own. But since the buys have come out, this side take has been incredibly hard to hold. How are you going to stop that? Scream sees almost nothing, but more than enough to find 2 kills. And
Last
Draken's a
player
million miles
standing.
away from being relevant. Now Spotted has to move away.
Spike
There's no more
planted.
to be done there. He's just going to be hunted down if they even want to bother with it. This is Liquid looking diligent. Their B take, the combination of how they're using Viper right now is beautiful, very choreographed, but incredibly well versed. You can see exactly what they're doing with that wall, the way they're defining line of sight, how they're protecting the plant. It's perfect.
Like I said, they look fantastic for the entries, and to have that post-plant kind of blanket in your back pocket, sorry,
Sorry, where is it?
somewhere behind you. Your
Got it.
Cockpit, I guess.
It's going to be a pause, so we can really dwell on that one, Hypod.
Yeah. Let's
Nice
let it
one,
run.
Gills.
Let's pause for dramatic effect. So more
Yeah,
awkward
good stuff.
effect. But no, to have that, to have both
Yeah.
sides of it covered, they look so good at entry and sights. They look so good at the clearances. And I mean, once they've got control, then it plays into Liquid's hands. Like, they have to wait for everybody
Yeah.
to come through and clear. And I mean, once they clear, it's fine. It's like, yeah, okay, well, we're set all the way back behind pipes. We're in nest. We're on belt. You can't do anything. You got to come kill all of us before even attempting the defuse.
Okay, I do want to just highlight as well, for those just tuning in, this is a bit of a unique format. Now, there's essentially 2 home maps. Now, Liquid picked up Guild's choice, which was, Ascent, and now we're on to Liquid's pick. So essentially, it could be a 2-0 if, let's say, Liquid wins this as well, then they have won the game. It's essentially a best of 3 in that format, kind of, in a weird way. However, if Guild pick this map up, we then go into a best of 5. It's essentially as if you make it out of the first 2 maps and it's still up in the air, then it turns into a best of 5, so we get the full play out. So it's a bit of a unique format, and I kind of like it. It's nice seeing one team's playing on their home map, so you get to see their best picks, I guess, technically, right? And then, not only that, we then get to see a potential best of 5, so we see the depth of the map pool as well. So, nice to see you, EU, getting big boy tournaments. Thank you, Red Bull. Shout out to my homies. And also, have you seen any of the uni stuff, by the way? It's pretty decent. Although I think it's like they call it like collegiate or whatever. But some of my friends all at uni have been playing in the tournaments and stuff. One of them actually did well. I was very surprised, but it's quite nice to see. You know, grassroots and then top end. It's a nice balance. Anyway, enough kissing arse aside. 7-2. I actually genuinely do like it. It is Liquid looking really good. This is showing that their map board is very diligent. The hard work's clearly been invested.
Yeah, and this is the one obviously to look out for. I mentioned on the desk, obviously Banks talked about icebox being a pocket pick, not a cockpit pick. And obviously they've done their homework. It's choreographed, rehearsed, and they're looking really, really strong here. Disciplined. As Scream finds Yassine deep in B lane. Actually, Leo stacked up with him, going to find 2, so actually brings it to a 3v3. Liquid, no revive on the board.
Now, without the Viper, this site take is a little bit trickier. They've kind of had to go back to a little bit more traditional sense of how to take the site. Does leave Sage a little pin towards the plant, but a good trade for Cryptics. At least keeps this one in towards that 2v2 realm. Now we're going to see Soulcast, great off angle there. Safe now left in the 1v1, and a retake with an op is never easy. I wonder if he switched out. I don't think he has! And he'll get punished. Cryptics is the absolute lineman here, not letting anybody through.
That man, he's having a hell of a game. Really, really good stuff. And actually, just on the back of that, Link did actually get its revive off the spike plant. So, again, had that opportunity should they have chosen to use it, but not necessarily in the end. And now, I mean, I'm looking at Guild's economy. You can see a couple of them hesitated about what to buy. Drake has got a Vandal right now. It's 8 in a row for Liquid. 8 in a row.
Look, this is why you'll see the likes of, I guess, I already saw in chat, you know, Mixed World's out there. I think I saw Angel in there, Artist. People are paying attention. This is the first time in officials We get to see how these teams are coming in, what their vetoes are looking like, how they're actually performing on these maps. Same with Guild. We haven't seen Guild coming out looking like this. We've had those roster changes, new coaches. This is the perfect time to kind of keep in mind how people are looking, because bear in mind, some of these players are going to face off each other, face off against each other deeper in this tournament. So this is one of those that is a great time to kind of see it, because as said, we always say it, but just to reiterate, because some people don't quite understand it, practice is one thing, officials is a very different picture. So again, this is a really interesting learning point for them, and I'm sure they'll be kind of keeping in mind now, okay, well, Liquid seem comfy, but maybe we know how to approach this side take. Maybe we're not as bothered by this Viper play, but we're already going to see it once again, especially coupled with Scream on the ult here.
Blade Storms in hand, just creeping, looking for something. Spike will go down relatively unopposed. And again, there you go, the Viper. Oh, getting popped there. Scream finds the first headshot. Marshall swing out and actually going to look to aggress here. Doesn't land the second, but dashes through. Oh my god, Bongo inside the site will catch a headshot too. Scream. Fantastic reaction there.
It's just so good under that sort of pressure. Link is the one to close it out, but the man was just dashing around, doing what he wanted, having a good old time with it. And 9-2. This is a brutal half. Really, really is.
I mean, but the execution of the setup is fantastic. I'm sure Mitch, man, very excited to see Viper erecting that on site as soon as the spike goes down and then staying inside.
I'd love to be able to see how that Viper will work as well. If we could get on board with him, I don't know if the observers can hear, but I'd love to see the start of this as well, if possible, just so people at home, if they do want to give it a go, but it's already up in place, so no chance to see that erected, but it will be soulcast again. Look at this guy. He has been a power player. The man had critics and he's answering them right now, but you're seeing up close and personal. Going to get better at Scream this time, gets the ult, gets up in the air, and doesn't get the knives where he wants them.
Unfortunately, we'll catch another headshot there. So you've seen looking to respond back to this, but Soulcast will land the headshot once again. Look at this rotation coming out. Safe actually going to sneak right behind Eccles here with the operator. Eccles down to about half HP. He's got to be careful. And there you go. That's going to give Liquid the information. There is still one sat over towards B site. So lockdown in play. Hunter's Fury in play for Guild. 2v3. 2 ultimates on the other side. There you go. Defender lockdown actually popped here. So that's going to force Liquid back a little bit. Oh, he catches a tag with it.
Did get a tag, but there it is. Cryptix goes down now. Working out options, forcing the res, but Soulcast again.
30 seconds left.
I am beyond enjoying what he's doing today. 3 kills already, and he's looking like he wants a bit more, clearing space towards A safe. They knew where he was a while ago. That shot did come through, kind of catching in the side of the head of the Viper, if I'm not mistaken. Switching out towards the Vandal, but no armor's going to make this tricky. Not sure how much he can do. Spike does go in. Ultimate comes up. Actually doesn't kill him, which is surprising, but the rifle will. Soulcast is back in it, boys and girls. This is something to be noted.
I said this was a redemption opportunity for both teams, but you got to say, for Soulcast in particular, individually, it was a huge redemption opportunity for him, and he has stepped up today. Stepped up massively. A 4K on that final round. Liquid close out that half 10-2. Absolute dominance. Absolute dominance.
And keep in mind, so let's talk about why we're hyping up Soulcast. A lot of those kills were heavy impact frags. The first map, it looked easier to note, I guess. People were very much, I guess he was kind of top fragging, so it's a lot easier to see what he's doing well, obviously, until the likes of Scream came online. But then, Scream kind of steals the show. But the impact Soulcast has been having with some of these kills has been excellent. Cryptic's up there as well. Link's having a good day. It's all looking good. This is the thing. We want to see what Liquid looks like when it's not just the Scream show. And it hasn't been just the Scream show. We had a great debut of it in that previous map where he still looked just deadly, right? Given his opportunities on that jet, he is looking real sharp. But for now, we see a quick plant coming in and a well-prepared attacking side. Guild aren't going to go out with this one laying down. They did win that previous pistol, so they could definitely do with this.
No, this is the ferocity you want to see them respond with here. 5v5 now. Actually, Spike goes down. Not a kill either way as I say that. Scream will find a cheeky Yassine up in the rafters. Now things slow down a little bit as Liquid frantically try and clear here, but the Spike planted in a weird spot. Guild good for 3 kills now. Liquid, 2 men standing. Echoes will find the first, but are they going to be able to get this defuse off?
Ah, the time is running so low. Yeah, safe, nicely played out in the end. Well considered, well handled. And again, Guild do at least get the pistol. So that's 2 this game, so even over the board. But we saw in the last one they were able to convert this, and then it all went.
I mean, look at the timeline.
Yeah.
They can give. Again, now Liquid have the opportunity. They have rounds to play with. Do you know what I mean? They can literally throw curveballs. Again, if they win one of those curveball rounds, it's huge for them. Huge for them.
Okay, this is, and here comes the game of, let's see how clean it is, because this should be a nice clean round. But you can see what can happen. Already the shorty, aka Mitch man, ready, locked and loaded, looking for more. Might get a chance, and you can see the utility's being committed to try and deal with him, and it does eventually get rid of him. So, sadly,
this is all a bait, though.
It is, and, well, Cryptix, I mean, look, I'm not going to doubt him after the performance he's had.
Oh no, he shows his hand. He hops out. Yeah, Drake can already flanked all the way through kitchen, so a second easy kill. Scream, sheriff in hand. Again, if you're looking for a man to find some headshots with this one, Scream's your boy. Whether or not Guild give anything away to him. A little cautious peek there on the other side, but no kill will fall. Soulcast has got a shorty. There's not really any opportunity for him to be the entry in this situation, but again,
okay,
I think it's more likely they play for damage.
If you know how in like some games they give like casters like skins. Mitch, are you down for the shorty to be your skin? You know what I mean? Like you can get the Mitch man shorty.
I'd probably buy it.
I'd buy it. I'd 100% buy it. Like who wouldn't? If it goes a little bit to Mitch Man's pocket, I support 100%. Nicely done though. We talked about clean. They lost 2. It's not too bad. The issue then becomes, obviously, is the comeback is you can't really make errors. Red Bull, why do you need me to say that? They're requesting I say Red Bull 3 times really quick. Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull.
Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull.
Do we pass? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're just memeing on me. I don't know, man. Straight shilling. Straight up. Just straight up there. 10-4. Let's see the turnaround now. Shame. Last time, absolutely none. We lost that years ago. We're in esports. Are you kidding me? Let's see what Liquid look like now, because Guild at least have a good chance now at springboarding, but it has to be a no-error game, which is very tricky.
Yeah, and talk about, again, it's difficult to maintain the economy because you got to take into account you have to keep 3 alive, even on those rounds you do win out. If you're up against it, only dropping 2 weapons is so cass. And safe actually with a good headshot trade, to be fair to him. But talk about economy management, and it's keeping those 3 minimum alive on these throwaway rounds. So you're not dropping the majority of your credits back into it. Again, that's how you build the momentum. But if you have these back and forth where it's like it comes down to a 1v1 or a 2v2 or anything like that, it's very difficult to recover because you then rely on the ultimate economy.
Looking through the smoke. Yeah, Cryptix is so aware of that. You're seeing not going to get away with any sort of cheekiness trying to come through on the plays. And with 30 seconds on the board, Guild need to make their minds up. That slow, meticulous play not really paying off here. Very, very tricky to make that slower approach work. There are chances for it, but those long rotations are going to be punished. Safe, still trying to keep their attention. Keep your eyes on that spike. Bonka left in a 1v4. Does get himself the Phantom, but he's got to get the spike down and somehow do something with this.
He's got to be aggro here as well. Again, you might think, yes, he's last man up, play your life, but for me, he's got to find a kill. Yeah, he's got to get that kill early on and increase his chances.
Let's see if he gets the freebie. That's what we need to start with. It's got to be clean. Yeah, he does. Okay, clean enough. Now he needs to find somehow clean kills again. A 1v2 is feasible if they peek at the same time. He's in trouble! And there it is. Scream's just going to seal it. But that could have been any of those three then. That was a very well played out scenario in the end. Even just giving up one to make sure they know where he is.
11 for the scoreline here. And Guild not going to have anything left in the kitty after this. Again, what? 300, 500, 1400. The Hunter's Fury on the board. Closest anybody else is. I mean, Yassine's 4 out of 6. Safe and Drake and 5 out of 7. No ultimates to fall back on unless they pick up some kills here. So should Liquid go to the 12th, it's going to be difficult to make anything work. Again, look for Yassine to try and find those 2 kills to get his ultimate online. That's a round in hand, so to say. But on the side of Liquid, you heard it get popped already. Scream's going to go hunting with those knives.
All right. Scream's on the case. Link having a little look through, seeing if anyone gives away the game, but no one's making too much noise. The Omen is on the other side, but didn't really progress too far. Just kind of took their time. Now Scream still lingering around, and you can see the caution being shown by Guild. You know the average Jonas is in chat, by the way. Just want to let you know.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Hey, Jonas.
Nice. Welcome to Guild on the attack. Very patient. It does take a while for them to eventually work out where they want to go. But it is going to be the safe hit, and honestly, maybe biding their time is the right way to go about this. It's not an easy one to come back around on, but one more round, I think it's over with, even though obviously there is a chance for the comeback. I just don't believe it could happen. And you can see Liquid letting them take the plant. They know this retake is going to be brutal, but keep your eyes on that Omen working through middle. It could be the only game changer here.
Yeah, well, looks like Bonkar's going to retreat back, maybe play that Hunter's Fury. He's on backside of pipes right now, safe. Going to give up front of sight as well. They leave Leo tucked behind server here. He's going to find the first as well. Comes through, actually finds the second. 2 big kills from him. There should be a one and done spot. Scream, Cryptic's good for 1 apiece. There you go, Hunter's Fury popped, and we'll get the tag on. And actually Draco with the flank as well. All the kills going in favor of Guild, but now comes down to a 1v1.
Timing is everything, and they're running out of it. Draken might have just done this at the right time. Eccles can do nothing. He's checking as quickly as he can. He's been pulled to half, but Draken's there to save Guild for now. It was a lovely late game play from Guild. Those flanks just about coming in.
It looked like for a second Scream actually dashed back into the Hunter's Fury and caught that tag. I'm not sure if he did or not, but again, good setup. Guild left Leo on site there, and I mean, like I said, he's in a one and done spot. You got to argue, but finding 2 from there, absolutely huge to relieve that pressure, allowing them to play space and play the ultimate.
Turret out.
All right, back in again we go. Liquid's economy has at least been somewhat dwindled down to this sort of scenario. You can see the triple stacks. Yeah, I'll call it a triple stack over towards B long. Just going to try and keep them at least locked down. And this passive play, they have to be so defensive for Liquid. And, well, already Safe's found 1. Looks for another. Yassine going to garner some territory on the way as well.
Draken in the back lines, though. He TP's to Hut. Just Scream on site now. Going to hold down the 4th, but Safe will find him with a Bulldog. Kills back and forth. Liquid fall to 2. Link with a Bucky in hand. Again, going to be difficult for him to get anything done from this spot there. And lands a little damage, and Soulcast, the last man standing.
You know that skin? It's not going to happen. Don't behave. See that skin? I think it's on. It's like the big white skin that he had.
The ion bucket.
Yeah, that's the one. It just reminds me of those little handheld hoovers my nan had to get dog hair, which is it just kind of looks like one. I don't know. I don't know why. It just does.
I don't see it
every time I see it. I mean, look. Upgrade.
And I'm a Bucky main as well, and I don't see it.
Yeah, I prefer the Bucky.
I have a lot of time with that weapon.
I don't have that. Yeah, but it's the skin. It's not the gun.
Obviously, I use that. It's the best Bucky skin.
I don't use skins. I've refused to. So.
Okay.
I'm being that kid. I'm being that person. Until there's like a, you know, support a team or like, you know, something. No, look, I've already spent my money in another game. I don't need to do this again. All right, I can't even resell it yet. Or ever, I don't know. So I'm not doing it, all right? I've thrown my money away already on the pretty pixels. Until it's like a, you know, support this esports thing or like an event one. Then I'll definitely do it. Anyway, that aside, we do have the ultimate popped up. So A might be, I don't say off the cards, but it's not looking so easy to take. But they're still committing Jet towards this at least. You can see Jet's kind of lingered forward on their own accord and Eccles is still here.
Be faster.
Oh, the timing's
got
great.
behind him.
Yeah, nice work to Yassine. Perfect positioning, just as you said, wrapped around. And that's going to be A, pretty much controlled. Hello? There we go.
Okay.
Scream.
Spike planted.
What's going on?
I thought they were on the same team for a second.
Did they see? Yeah, just a pixel there shown. Soulcast not getting a way back through.
You should
we do have Killjoy popping down. Oh, we've got both of them going up. Okay,
yeah.
this is... I don't know if the timing's going to be right for this. It's definitely forced the attacking side back. You can see the ultimate now, or hear the ultimate now being popped. Everything's pulled through to this. And where is the diffuse? It was already halfway up. We need to see if they keep sticking on this one, or if they still commit to this one. You can see Guild now desperate to get back in the Liquid. Vodka keeps off one. Leo again, though. And now timing is everything. They're running out of it. Soulcast, you absolute animal. He might have just done this to save him again. Liquid. Sick play coming out. And Soulcast is the absolute MVP right there.
Oh my word. The half stick, so important there. Again, the cloudburst comes down. Luckily, they land the spam through the smoke and get that kill. Wow. What a clutch from Soulcast. Absolutely. And you know what? Who better to do it on their game after first strike? The first game back after first strike. Love to see it.
It's a huge statement, and you got to respect it. No better time to do it. Posting incredible numbers coming up and valuable kills. You see, he's definitely caught a bit of a glimpse of at least one towards B, but it's safe to find Soulcast this time around. Eccles still playing down below with the judge, but he's in all kinds of trouble. What?
Okay, they didn't spot him. He finds Yassine, and actually, the Hunter's Fury not able to flush him out of that corner. Only the first scream swings and finds Leo.
All the attention was put towards clearing out that Viper, so Scream just took the swing around while their attention was drawn the other way. Such good play there. Really nice coordination and cohesion between the players to understand when's the best time to exploit it. And now Guild left with 3. I want to see how they try and navigate around this. You do have one player kind of behind enemy lines. It could work out well for them, but Drucken needs to do some serious work here, and Scream's gone and found one. This is not looking so good. Yeah, it's lost that emphasis, that punch. It looks like Viper's already considering the chance of a flank.
Last player standing.
Actually, look, it's Link that comes up on the backside. Safe will fall. Draken, last man standing now. The last hope for Guild, and Eccles will land it and send Guild home. Liquid 13-6 here on map 2.
All right, we know another front runner here. I can't wait to see how the